It's Friday, and that means it's craft day, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm actually going to change the camera angle so you can actually get kind of a bird's eye view of what I'm doing. So just give me a second and I'll be right back. Show you what you're going to need for this craft. So this is what we're going to be making. It's these really nice, I'm calling them warm fuzzy rocks, and they're just really a nice uplifting, thoughtful way to kind of cheer everybody up when you place them around town, or maybe by your driveway, front door, mailbox, wherever it is that you want to place them, or you might just want to keep them around your room. So let me show you what you're going to need for this craft. So of course you're going to need some clean rocks, and you're also going to need some paint, some bright colors, and these are just basic acrylic paint, some Mod Podge or regular white glue that you've mixed with a little bit of water. You're going to need some pens that are not water-based pens, because that's important, because once you start using these pens on your art project, because the Mod Podge and the glue is wet, and if you use water-based pens, and it would just smear and that would ruin your project. So you want pens that are not water-based, permanent ones. You're also going to need some brushes, just some regular brushes, or these little spongy craft brushes. If you want, you can have some water to rinse off your brushes, or you can just have a lot of brushes, something to put your paint in. I just have the lid to a takeout tray. And you're also going to need just some regular notebook paper to write your thoughts down, and probably a towel or some wipes, because this does get very messy. So before you start actually creating your project, what you're going to do, or what I suggest you do, is just write down some of your thoughts that you'd like to put onto your rock. So I have, you are unique, be kind, with a little teeny tiny bee beside it. I have joy, music, which always makes me happy, reach for the stars, breathe, and this is supposed to be a dandelion. I'm not the best artist in the world. You are important, and just a variety of different phrases. You can write down as many as you want or as few as you want, but it's just nice to have a few things written down so you know what to put down on your rock before you start your project. So once you have that done, then the next step you're going to do is, of course, paint your rock. So you want to get a good coating of paint on your rock. So I have this one, which is a pretty good size one. I think that I'm going to choose the color red. It's a nice happy color. And you just want to coat the entire rock with your paint. And you don't have to do the bottom part if you don't want to. If you don't want to get your hands all messy, you can just do the top part. And you might have to do 2 coats of paint on your rock, because you want to make sure that it gets nice and covered with the paint. There we go. Oh, it looks good. And I'm going to set that aside to dry for a little bit. And while that's drying, I'll wipe my hands off. I'm going to choose one of my phrases. I think for this one, I'm going to tear off my paper. And the size of paper you choose depends upon the size of your rock, of course. So for this one, I think I'm going to choose, let's see, I think I'm going to do music. That sounds nice. So you take your permanent pen and then write down your phrase that makes you happy. There we go. Now, I already have a rock over here that's been drying, so I'm going to put it on this one. I think I'm going to have to tear it down just a little bit. I made the paper just too big. I think I'll put a musical note too to go with the music. There we go. So you take your decoupage glue or your white glue and just put a thin coat onto your rock because you just want something to stick the paper down onto. And put your paper onto your rock. Oops, got a little slippy there. And you can also add at this point any like little cutouts that you want, maybe some stickers. Just be creative with it, whatever you decide to do. And I'm going to attach my little musical note right here. And then go over the top with another coating of my decoupage glue. And then you want to let that dry. And then once it's dry, you're going to have something that looks like this. See how you have all the paper right here? And I want that paper to stand out. So I'm going to use my black marker to trace around the paper. If this pen still has ink in it. I don't think that pen still has ink in it. So we're going to get a different pen. Let's choose this one. And see how that color just starts making the paper stand out. That way you'll be able to see others will be able to see your message. And you can use black, red, any kind of color you want, just to outline your paper. And you just keep going all the way around. Oop, a little bit of glue right there, still not all the way dry. It's okay though, it will eventually dry. And there we go. So it's nice and shiny. So last step is to go ahead and put just a little bit more of your glue or decoupage glue on top, just to seal in that ink that you just used. And then you let this dry completely, and if you want to, you can seal it with a clear protective coating, but we really don't have a lot of inclement weather here, so you can just leave it like this if you want to. And then you end up with really fun rocks that look like this. Oh, that's pretty. I just really like this craft a lot. I think you're gonna like it too. And it's super easy, super fun for the little ones to do, and it doesn't take a lot of items or any materials. Just pretty much have a lot of these stuff on hand. And yeah, so I'm gonna go clean up my hands, and I'll be back here in a minute to go over our yummy snack with you. So sit tight. Hey my friends, I'm back and I'm ready to start our yummy snack. So for this snack, what you're going to need is a banana, 2 spoons, a table knife, some peanut butter, of course something to work on, and something to put your snack into the freezer because this is going to be a frozen snack. So the first thing that you're going to do is peel your banana. This is a really, really simple, yummy, tasty snack that combines 3 of my favorite flavors, which is chocolate, peanut butter, and banana. Oh, that's right, you also need some chocolate too. Just like chocolate chips, because you're gonna melt those to put on your banana. So go ahead and slice up your banana into little wheels. Oops, got one that's running away. The next is line these up so we know exactly how many little bites we're gonna make. I don't like the end pieces. Okay, Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have an odd number. So now we have 14. So we need 7 sandwiches. 7 little bites. So you're going to take about that much peanut butter and put it onto one of the banana slices. So since I have 14 little slices, I'm going to put peanut butter onto 7 of the slices. And I'll have 7 little bites in total. And this is nice because you don't have to cook it. And it's just a yummy, quick, kind of healthy snack to have in the middle of the afternoon. Give you a little bit of energy, a little bit of sugar, and it's tasty. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. Then what you do is just go ahead and cover up your peanut butter with the slices that do not have the peanut butter on top. And you'll find that the peanut butter, or that the banana slices, they are a little damp. And that's why you're going to be sticking these in the freezer. It will help to firm them up. Okay, put these guys aside. And I'm going to put them into this, just a little takeout tray, and you want to put them in the freezer for probably about a half an hour, just so that they can get nice and firm and just easier to work with. So I'm sliding all over the place. Kind of messy. There we go. So you pop those in the freezer for about half an hour. With my hands off. 30 to 35 minutes, and so that they can just get a little bit easier, like I said, to work with. Okay, so then once you take them out of the freezer, you're going to take some chocolate chips, and of course you're going to have to do this. Put about maybe, I think I put like about a half a cup of chocolate chips into just a Pyrex measuring container, and I melted them for, I think it's like about a minute and a half, but you want to make sure that you pause every 20 to 30 seconds and give it a really good stir. You definitely don't want it to burn, and then you'll end up with something that's really yummy like this. So you get your banana slices out of the freezer, and you want to go ahead and leave them still on the container, or in the container that you've used, and just drizzle. This is what they look like. I also have some in here that are completely finished, so I'll go ahead and show you those too. Those are the ones that are been in the freezer for a while, and these are the ones that I'm going to drizzle the chocolate on. And you just take your fork, and the kids will like doing this too because it's so fun. And you just drizzle however much or however little chocolate you want onto your banana slices that have been in the freezer for about 30 to 35 minutes. And if you want, you can dip the whole banana in there, but I think that this is just a nice fun way to do it. And it kind of limits how much chocolate you're actually putting onto the banana. And then you pop these back into the freezer for a good 2 hours because you want them to get nice and set. And when they're done, they end up like that. And you have chocolate and banana and peanut butter little bites. And that's what they look like. And this is just a really simple, easy, tasty, kind of healthy snack to have, and you don't have to cook, which is really nice. All right, my friends, I had fun making this recipe with you, as well as the craft. I hope you did too. And I'm gonna go wash up my hands from all this chocolate and peanut butter, and I will see you next time. Bye.